My name is Alex Hernandez, and on a daily basis, I do job validation for all the Simplex jobs. So job validation is basically doing an audit of all the jobs that have been created. For example, the drafter or the salesman from the very beginning, once he sells the job, he hands the job over to the drafter. The drafter then creates the job in a 3D model, and he also creates Excels or a bill of materials with a list of all the products that are going to be needed for that specific job. Once that is created, then he hands it over to me. I go through the job and I make sure all the materials are there, all the dimensions are correct. If it's missing anything, then I let the drafter know and I let the salesman know, because sometimes there's communication with the customer and the salesman which doesn't get put on the job files. And if that's the case, I'll leave the job as is, but if not, I'll add whatever is missing to the Excels or to the drawing. My attention to detail benefits the client because it makes sure that he gets everything that he wanted. All the materials are there, and overall it creates a happy customer because he's happy and we're happy. I take pride in what I do because originally I started working on the floor in the Simplex line. So I know what it takes to create one of these containment rooms. And that gives me pride knowing that I know the process from beginning to end, and literally from the very beginning, from the moment the job is created to the moment it gets sent out. I've been at Subzero Engineering for 5 years. Originally, I started in the floor, building doors and panels. A couple of years ago, when the Simplex line was brought to Salt Lake, I volunteered to go out to California and learn the process. I learned the process, brought it back here to Salt Lake, and started up one of the Simplex lines. My experience literally being in manufacturing helps me in my current role because I understand the process from the very beginning. I used to build the product. I used to take pride in what I did out in the shop, and I bring that same pride with me here now that I see the very beginning of the process, not just the end. There is room for individuals to grow here at Subzero because I feel like I'm a perfect example. I don't have any formal training. I don't have a college education. And I started out in the shop and I worked my way up into the office. I don't feel that I'm any better than anybody else, but I feel like here they see me as an individual. They take into account my experience, and it's brought me to where I'm at today. What I really like about working here at Subzero is my teammates. I feel like we have an awesome team. Everybody always helps each other with how they can. I personally don't have a lot of formal training using some of the programs that we use, but I feel like my teammates come and talk to me when it's Simplex related parts that they need, or if it's something for containment that they need that they're not familiar with, because they generally work with Subzero lines. So it's fun that I feel appreciated because they come and ask me for help. Our job can be a little stressful sometimes, but it's nice to take these little breaks every once in a while. So what we do, my team particularly, we play Uno. We have these little battles and we get all that stress out of the way, and then we get back to work. My manager equips me to do my job better by being understanding, flexible with everybody's schedules, and he's just a friend outside of being a manager. He's a solid guy, and he's a solid friend. The customer can count on my attention to detail because I personally worked out in the shop for a few years. I started the Simplex line, one of the Simplex lines here in Salt Lake. I know what it takes to build one of these containment rooms from beginning to end. So bringing that experience into the workplace, into the office, helps me because when I'm doing my job validation, if I notice that something's missing or something's wrong, something just doesn't look right, the customer can count on me because I know I have that experience. I am Alex Hernandez, and we are Subzero Engineering.